Okie dokie. Today we're going to learn about the mythology and lore surrounding the Wendigo, which is a terrifying creature from Algonquin folklore. We'll discuss its origins, physical appearance, transformation process, which I didn't even know about, supernatural powers, and much, much more. All right, let's do this. The Wendigo is a mythical creature deeply rooted in the folklore of many Algonquin-speaking tribes, such as the Ojibwe and the Cree. This creature has been part of their myth and legends for generations, serving as a symbol of fear and caution. In these communities, the Wendigo was a central figure used to explain the unexplainable and to teach important moral lessons. The tales of the Wendigo would be shared around campfires, passed down from elders to the younger generations. Each story carried the weight of history and the essence of cultural values, warning against the perils of greed and selfishness. Traditionally, the Wendigo was believed to haunt the cold wilderness, often during harsh winters when food was scarce. It was said that those who found themselves isolated or struggling for survival could fall prey to the Wendigo. The creature's presence was not just a story of terror, but also a reminder of the dire consequences of abandoning one's community for self-preservation. The Wendigo myths also reflected the harsh realities of life in the northern forests. During long winters, the threat of starvation loomed large, and the idea of a monster that fed on human flesh was a powerful metaphor for the dangers of extreme hunger. The stories reminded people to stick together, share resources, and avoid the path of selfishness and cannibalism that led to becoming a Wendigo. Across the Algonquin-speaking tribes, the Wendigo adapted in various ways, but the core message remained the same. Beware of insatiable greed and the loss of humanity. This creature from the past still resonates today, serving as a chilling reminder of the values and unity that holds communities together. The Wendigo stands as a symbol of insatiable greed and gluttony. The creature isn't just a monster from a story, it's a representation of the darkest aspects of human nature, an endless hunger that can never be satisfied. This is what the Wendigo embodies, and it's a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked greed. According to legends, the Wendigo's hunger leads it to commit cannibalism. This act isn't about physical hunger, it symbolizes a deeper, more disturbing kind of gluttony. It is said that those who become Wendigos are driven by an insatiable desire for human flesh and reflects the darkest impulses within us all. This aspect of the lore warns us against letting our desires and needs overpower our sense of morality and community. In its relentless quest to satisfy its cravings, the Wendigo represents what happens when a person loses control and gives in to their worst impulses. The creature serves as a grim reminder of the consequences of giving in to excessive consumption and highlights the importance of maintaining our humanity by keeping our desires in check. It's this stark embodiment of greed and gluttony that makes the Wendigo such a powerful symbol and a subject of fear across generations. The Wendigo is often described as a terrifying sight, and its physical appearance is one of its most unsettling aspects. Common traits include a gaunt, emaciated body that looks like it has been starved for ages, with skin stretched taut over its bones, decaying and falling off in places. Its eyes are said to glow with an eerie light, adding to its horrific appearance. This creature is enveloped in an aura of death and decay, making it seem even more menacing. Some tales take the Wendigo's disturbing appearance even further, describing it with antlers sprouting from its head, or having other animalistic features like claws or fangs. These additional elements make the Wendigo not only a symbol of human greed and gluttony, but a creature that has completely lost its humanity, blending elements of man and beast in the most grotesque way. Each variation of the Wendigo's description adds a layer of horror, ensuring that the creature remains a powerful, fearsome figure in Algonquin folklore. In legend, humans have the terrifying potential to transform into Wendigos under specific dark circumstances. If an individual resorts to cannibalism, or if they are consumed by extreme greed or hunger, they may find themselves undergoing a dreadful transformation. This isn't just a physical change, it's a complete metamorphosis that affects the soul. Once someone begins this transformation, it's said to be a nearly irreversible process. They gradually lose their humanity and spiral into a state of eternal suffering. Their bodies waste away, becoming gaunt and emaciated, matching the monstrous appearance of a Wendigo. Their minds, too, fall victim to the curse, trapping them in a never-ending nightmare of insatiable hunger. This transformation carries a heavy penalty. Those who succumb to it are doomed to a life of endless agony. They wander through the wilderness, constantly searching for their next victim, but never finding true satisfaction, bound by their insatiable greed and hunger. This idea serves as a powerful warning within Algonquin folklore. Beware the depths of human greed and desperation, for they can lead to unimaginable horrors. But the Wendigo is not just fearsome in appearance, it also possesses supernatural abilities. The creature holds immense strength that makes it nearly impossible to overcome in a physical confrontation. Its senses are incredibly heightened, allowing it to detect and track its prey from great distances. This heightened perception adds another layer of terror, as few can escape its notice. One of the more frightening aspects of the Wendigo is its ability to control the weather. Many stories tell of how the Wendigo can summon fierce storms and blizzards and frigid temperatures. This power links the creature directly to the harsh and unforgiving winter months, a time when food is scarce and survival is challenging. The Wendigo also has the eerie ability to mimic human voices. This talent allows it to lure unsuspecting victims into traps, preying on their trust and hope. I can't imagine hearing a familiar voice of a loved one calling out from the darkness, only to discover this gaunt, crazy-looking, strong thing that may or may not have antlers. The mimicry is a powerful tool in the Wendigo's arsenal, and it makes it a master manipulator of fear and despair. Its insatiable hunger for human flesh can never be satisfied no matter how much it eats. This endless hunger is what sets the Wendigo apart from other mystical beings. According to the stories, Wendigo's hunger is more than a simple craving. It's an all-consuming drive that leads it to commit horrific acts. The creature is constantly searching for its next meal, driven by an insurmountable urge to consume. This need for human flesh is so intense that it is said the Wendigo can smell a human from miles away, relentlessly tracking its prey until the inevitable gruesome end. So no matter how much a Wendigo devours, it remains forever hungry, reflecting the darker parts of human nature. The hunger drives it into a cycle of destruction where nothing is ever enough and satisfaction is never found. The Wendigo is not merely a monster, but a powerful symbol carrying deep cultural significance. It's a warning beacon, and it reminds people of the perils of unrestrained greed and selfishness. This creature, with its insatiable hunger and dark nature, embodies the consequences of abandoning core community values. Greed, gluttony, and the failure to care for others are central themes in the Wendigo mythology. These legends teach that when individuals prioritize their desires over the well-being of the community, they risk losing their humanity. The Wendigo becomes a living metaphor for the destructive impact of such behavior. It highlights how unchecked consumption can lead to ruin and moral decay. In essence, the Wendigo story serves to reinforce the importance of staying true to one's values, fostering cooperation and mutual support within the community. It also underscores the idea that maintaining social harmony and taking responsibility for others are crucial to preserving one's humanity. Stands as a grim reminder that the true monsters are not the mythological creatures of legend, but the dark sides of human nature when left unchecked. The fear of the Wendigo runs so deep that it has manifested as a unique psychological condition as Wendigo psychosis. This condition has been observed mainly among the Algonquin-speaking tribes. Individuals suffering from the psychosis experience intense cravings for human flesh, often believing they are transforming into Wendigos themselves. These beliefs and cravings can be so consuming that the affected individuals may isolate themselves from their community, fearing that they will harm others. Wendigo psychosis is more than just a mental condition. It's a powerful reflection of cultural and societal fears. The thought of becoming a Wendigo with its constant hunger and horrifying transformation is enough to push someone to the brink of sanity. The psychological torment endured by those afflicted serves as a reminder of the Wendigo's profound impact on the human psyche. Every Algonquin tribe has its own set of rituals and practices designed to protect against Wendigos or to cure those believed to be suffering from Wendigo psychosis. One common method involves purification ceremonies. These ceremonies often include various forms of cleansing, such as sweat lodges, which are designed to purify the body and soul of any malevolent influence. Another practice involves isolation of the afflicted individual. This means that someone showing signs of Wendigo psychosis may be separated from the community. The idea is to prevent the potential spread of the condition and to give the afflicted person a chance to regain their humanity away from others. Spiritual leaders play a crucial role in these remedies. They are often called upon to perform specific rituals and offer prayers to appease the spirits and drive away the evil influence of the Wendigo. These leaders, the shaman or medicine men, use a combination of chants, herbal remedies, and spiritual guidance to combat the supernatural threat. In some traditions, charm and protective items are used as talismans against Wendigos. These can be small carvings or spiritually significant objects that are believed to offer protection when kept close. Each tribe's approach may vary a bit, but the goal remains the same: to restore balance by warding off the haunting presence of the Wendigo and ensure the safety and well-being of the individual. The Wendigo myth varies significantly between the different Algonquin tribes. In some versions, the creature takes on different forms and characteristics depending on the region, like the Ojibwe. The Wendigo is often depicted as a giant with a heart made of ice, reflecting winter's harsh and relentless nature. The Cree might describe the Wendigo less as a physical entity and more as a malevolent spirit that can possess humans, that pushes them towards the acts of cruelty and greed. Despite these variations, all stories share a common theme: the Wendigo's association with winter, starvation, and a profound warning about moral decay. The creature's lore is deeply intertwined with the harsh winters the tribes faced, when food was scarce and the community values were tested. So the Wendigo is not just a monster of legend, but a symbol of the dangers that arise when one's humanity is forsaken in the face of dire circumstances. And whether it's seen as a beast or an evil spirit, the Wendigo remains a powerful figure in Algonquin mythology, reinforcing the importance of maintaining ethical and communal ties, even in the most challenging of times. The shared emphasis on moral decay and the perils of insatiable hunger acts as a unifying thread in the diverse renditions of the Wendigo myth. All right, that's all I got for today. Thanks for listening. If you like it, hit that subscribe button for us. If you don't like it, that's okay too. Other than that, have a great day.